Taurus, 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 my bully, my little bull. Here's your reading, Taurus, for April 2019. This can be used for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. And I was also guided this month, guys, to let you know that this can also be used for your North Node as well. I was getting some feedback from clients and such, and they said that their North Node was resonating. So we're going to go ahead and use it for your North Node here, Taurus, as well. Also, Taurus, just as a reminder, this is a general reading, you know? So just go ahead and apply, Taurus, the energies of the messages. Apply it where it fits, how it fits, and to whom it fits. All right, Taurus? Before we get started, or hopping into your reading for this month, Taurus, a lot was coming through as I was shuffling your cards and meditating on your guys' energy. A lot came through, Taurus. It's very interesting. More than usual. Not that that's a bad thing, but just, let's see. Taurus, you may be feeling during this month, you know, that like everything is going wrong, and you may be kind of feeling like you're accident prone. Also, I feel, Taurus, like maybe for some of you, you guys are not using your, like, or you're finding it, okay, either you're not using or you're finding it difficult to kind of use your better judgment, or some of you may be disregarding your better judgment kind of period, you know what I mean? Also, too, Taurus, I got to follow the sun, whatever that means. And also, Taurus, my camera was acting weird, was acting strange. I had to like restart my computer, and it can maybe be for Mercury retrograde, but I feel like this is your energy, Taurus. I feel rushed as well. And also the song, Taurus, by Hosier came through, Arsonist's Lullaby. Hosier, that's H-O-Z-I-E-R, and then Arsonists, then Lullaby. Check that out, Taurus, okay? All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on here for you. Okay, so for the heart of the matter, Taurus, this month, you popped out here the Judgment card here. For what's in your foundation and what you're resting upon, the Six of Wands reversed. What's in your mindset, Taurus? Or what are you ruminating over? The Knave of Swords here. It's also the energies behind you, Taurus, or what are you leaving behind? We have here Strength, and also the Four of Pentacles reversed. What's ahead of you, Taurus, or what you're walking into or to expect this month is the Moon card here with the High Priestess. Some of you maybe could be dealing with a Pisces possibly, or maybe a Cancer. Also maybe for some of you, a Leo. Okay. All right, Taurus. That's what's going on for you here this month. Taurus, I feel like during this time you feel very like misunderstood. You're not feeling okay. I just picked up maybe for some of you, you are maybe possibly misunderstanding yourself. I'm really getting towards, it's kind of making sense with everything that came through before your spread here, was like things just are seeming to go wrong. I'm feeling, Taurus, like I said before, and I'm also getting to like when we're accident prone, Taurus, sometimes we're not like paying attention. You know what I mean? Or we're, okay, thank you. Our mind is somewhere else, and it's kind of focused within a certain area of life. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling like that may be some of the energy. So it's kind of like your day-to-day life, you know? I just picked up two, Taurus. Check what's in your 6th house in your natal chart. But yeah, like your everyday life, going back and forth, just doing the normal hustle and grind, like we're not there when we feel, or we actually are at that time accident prone, you know what I mean? And I also feel like you're not trusting your thoughts maybe possibly as well this month, or your thoughts are coming through, but they're it's like negative self-talk or something to that effect I'm getting here. Also too, Taurus, maybe you may be kind of taking too many people's opinion into consideration. And now, Taurus, it's always great to hear other people out and get different perspectives. But not when we're taking too much of people's opinions and like we're like mashing it together. And the reason why is because there's nothing wrong, Taurus, with adding to you know, what you're feeling, or to hear a different perspective. But when we start to like take bits and pieces, too many bits and pieces from too many different people, and then we put it together, you know, Taurus, it's like you're subconsciously telling yourself that you don't trust yourself. You know, because it's everyone else's opinions in a sense. Interesting, Taurus. So I'm feeling like there's something here that has to do with like judgment, judging your intellect, judging your thoughts, judging your, I just heard belief systems. The energy that's behind you, Taurus, I'm feeling like I'm gonna use the word giving in, Taurus. You know what I mean? Maybe finding yourself giving in, but for a purpose. You're giving into. Oh, okay, interesting. Either giving in, or you're also possibly this month kind of realizing, concluding that like your motives in a sense, Taurus, meaning like wanting to force yourself on people or things or situations. You're starting to kind of realize that or see that come to light. I'm getting here, and you're becoming enlightened regarding that fact. Oh, okay, wow. Do you see here, guys, like how she is she has a lion right there. Here she's taming the lion, you know, he, she, whatever, same thing. Taming the lion, and then the two little things up here that represents balance, you know what I mean? So that's strength here as well. Like, so in me saying that, it's almost towards like you may be finding yourself having to always tame your inner lion, which is nothing wrong with that. But if we're needing to remind ourselves to do it too much, it can mean a couple things. You know, it can mean one, maybe you feel like you're not growing possibly, or you may be finding it difficult to grow regarding like we're not changing, you know, in a sense, in a positive manner. Also, if you are experiencing having to always tame your lion, Taurus, your inner lion, that also means too, can mean that you need to, or it's advised, you know, that maybe the people that are around you may need to kind of be visited regarding their presence and why they're there, or something to that effect that's coming through, Taurus. So, to sum it up, what's behind you, Taurus, is you kind of, what's behind you is you no longer like realizing, right? You no longer realizing kind of your role and what you play in situations. So you're starting to realize that now. And having to always like check yourself regarding your motives for what you do and how you do things. Also, what you're leaving behind is you no longer feeling or having the need to place your like power or force over situations. What's ahead of you, Taurus, here? It's almost towards like you're gonna see, you're starting to see light and dark, good and bad. Now, where I'm going with this, it's like this. You know, we come down here and incarnate onto Earth to learn about duality. You know, to learn about two different things, to learn about contrast, because we don't know what good is until we have bad, and then we don't know what bad is until we have good. You know, so they're dependent upon each other, and any type of duality or polarity point. You know, there's you know, we need both to see both, right? To form an opinion, and also to choose which one we want to engage in. So in me saying that, I feel like you're using more of a discernment, Taurus, regarding like what's great for you or what's bad for you. Now, we must always, too, Taurus, keep in mind that duality is something that we would learn from to develop an opinion. And also, too, Taurus, we need to remember about separation. We don't want to do the good and the bad, the evil, you know, or like I said, like this, Taurus, the good, the bad, the light, the dark. When we start to separate things, Taurus, when we start to separate things, that's when then judgment can come in. Judgment? When we start to separate things, you know, as humans, what we tend to do is we tend to place more value or like a point system on either one. And when that happens, judgment happens, right? And it turns into judgment, Taurus, you know what I mean? And then it can be negative at that point, or it can be, it's like, instead of bringing 2 points together, two polarity things together, you know, to find like a common ground, we end up judging. And then that process ends up like widening, and then they're like converging. Converging against each other. You see what I'm saying here? Now, in me saying that, Taurus, separation should only be used for observation, but not for judgment. But because when there's too much separation, it turns into judgment, Taurus. So in me saying all that, this month, Taurus, I feel like you're using your discernment regarding there's no right or wrong. No, there is perspective. Because that's what it really is at the end of the day, coming down to, Taurus. So I'm feeling like you're starting to kind of see this. A lot of your subconscious is going to come up at this time as well. But I feel like you have a different perspective on it now. And you're starting, Taurus, I feel, to either come up with or conclude, or maybe you have already come to this point where you're realizing, Taurus, to always honor the oneness in our diversity. You know, that's interesting that just came through for you, Taurus. To always honor the oneness in our diversity. You know, diversity is things that are separate or that are different, but we're still one, meaning that there's perspective, and separation should only be used for observation through diversity. What that basically means, Taurus, is to honor the oneness in our diversity means, yeah, we're different as individuals. Of course, we look different, we sound different, we think differently, but that doesn't mean that one is better than the other. And there's no inferior and superiority type of complexes going on that leads to judgment. Judgment, the heart of the matter for you, Taurus. And that further makes things separate. You know what I mean? When we don't want to go this way, we want to go this way, you know? So Taurus, yeah. Is that it? Yeah. All right, Taurus, that's all that's coming through for you here. Visit Intuitive Perceptions, Taurus, for the in-depth extended reading here. There we'll go over the door that's now open for you, the door that's now closed, unconscious fears, and also to Taurus possible like blocks, you know, regarding moving forward, and kind of just see what's going on here a little bit more in depth, Taurus, basically to answer the who, what, when, where, and whys for you. All right, Taurus, you got this month. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the extended reading. And as always, Taurus, God bless and love and light.